Oh, reaction channels. They have a dark and storied past. You probably remember these videos. This person, this person, this person, this guy. Well, this guy, Sunny V2, literally just doesn't stop uploading. And he's incredible. Dude, Sunny, can you just hold off on making videos for a little while? How are you making these so fast, dude? What are you doing? How are you doing that?
The Fine Bros went from gaining 150 million views per month in mid-2019
He sounds sick.
to around 10 million views per month recently,
Sunny sounds
representing
sick.
a decline of over 90% in only 36 months.
They can Sugma and Ligma because they tried to copyright the word react. They tried to copyright the word react. They're so dumb. I don't know of a single YouTuber who had a modicum of respect for them at that time. I haven't kept up with it since then. You know, they probably are they're probably fine guys now. Yeah, these guys are dickweeds though. These guys are dickweeds.
What went wrong? The peak of their colossal-sized failure would eventually occur in mid-2020. However, signs of impending doom first began in early 2016, when the Fine Bros attempted to trademark and copyright the entire reaction.
This is what I was talking about.
Well, kind of. I'm sure many of you remember the drama, right?
They wanted to trademark the word.
If you want to make any kind of reaction video for yourself on YouTube, the Fine Bros are now entitled to a cut on the revenue.
And all you people who are thinking about making reaction videos anywhere in the world, well, by the way, we own you. The terms, they own 50% of your brand deals.
That is insane. I cannot believe that that's a thing that they ever tried to get away with. This is crazy because I was like just starting to be a YouTuber, and obviously that was when H3 was at his like pinnacle, and I used to watch all his videos. I was like, man, I cannot believe the Fine Brother.
You can't even post your video to
How is that even possible?
Apparently, without their permission. That sounds like a great deal. Sign me up.
Why would they ever think that's a good idea?
Not watch or support any other channel making reaction content.
We implore everyone not to support those companies and channels. When you notice someone ripping someone's format off, don't stand for it.
They invented it. They invented reactions. Did you guys know that? They invented reaction. It wasn't the reply girl, that hot babe that I used to love when I was like 9 years old, 10 years old, that girl. I was in love with this woman. I was totally in love with her. Completely. I would used to watch all their videos. I loved her content. It was so good.
It's hardly surprising that they felt entitled to the genre. The pair had built what you might call a reaction empire, beginning with Kids React to Viral videos back in 2010.
There's boogers in my nose. I need to get them out.
And added further insight into it by having kids provide their own opinion.
Providing insight using children. I love the wisdom of a child. It reminds me of those tweets from the blue check marks on Twitter who they say, anytime something vastly political happens, they say they have like some well-crafted poetic response that their kid had, right? Even like my kid, 7 years old, he pointed out the vast inequities in the caste system that the United States of America has, you know, forcefully shoved down all of our throats. Inflation, fiat, currency, Sugma Ligma. When I was a child, I used to do this.
While this was an incredibly successful formula, going back to their React drama in 2016, it would also be a point of criticism. They complained about
having their shows and formats blatantly stolen by companies and people, both online and on television.
I'm crapping.
These are those guys who complain about licensing, even though they use people's videos unlicensed.
Yeah, I would never do that, guys. The channel you're watching right now on my Twitch, we're the best reaction channel. I mean, no one changes content more than us. I mean, this content is barely unrecognizable. It's impossible to even watch. I'm gonna start putting a big circle right in the middle of it, a big red circle.
Kids React back in 2010, the Fine Bros moved on to Teens React, YouTubers React, and eventually
hopefully Sonny's doing all right. He sounds sick.
Find themselves in a brand new controversy. Despite acting as if they started and owned the
I love elders.
Their audience would come to discover that Seniors React had already been done on a channel called Still Cosmo in April 2012.
Take that, you idiots. I don't like the Fine Brothers. I think they just look rude. They look rude, and they just look, I don't know. They just seem like charlatans to me. I want them to react to one of my videos, and then I'm gonna give them a strike. That's what I want. All right, and then I want to send them something in the mail, something horrible. Maybe one of these shoes.
Motherfucking 5 months. That's
what I was getting at. Nothing illegal, obviously. But maybe a shoe, maybe a funny shoe. I'll send them the fussy. Send them a taxidermied rat. Oh, you're a genius.
To the Fine Bros beginning having elders react in May 2012.
Oh, by a month,
what was
they
even more
ripped them off.
infuriating was that despite Still Cosmo having started Seniors React first, the Fine Bros would take down every single one of Still Cosmo's Seniors React videos, claiming copyright infringement, which didn't sit too well with their fan base.
That's
As
crazy.
mentioned previously, I worked for the Fine Brothers. When they took down Seniors React, there was major
I did not know
backlash
that.
from the fans. They moved to censor any comment on all of their channels
they
so
did.
people didn't know about it. This was par for the course for them, as they looked to control the conversation in regards to anything involving their properties.
I say unto them, middle finger. All right, and also lick my ass. Yeah, they're just very unlikable.
By the Fine Bros acting as if they own the genre, people began to dig up examples of Bill Cosby doing kids react content on television dating all the way back to the 1990s.
Imagine putting yourself in the position where Bill Cosby's the good guy.
They've then gone to call out Ellen DeGeneres, stating
she looks
that
like a
she
fucking
also
White
stole
Walker.
their apparent idea of making reaction videos. Wow,
Whoa.
the Ellen Show just did a kids reacting to old technology. Didn't mention us, didn't do it with us.
Wow, they're
Not
so
cool. Need you to go to
such
their Facebook page
gatekeepers.
and blast the kids react links, even if they didn't realize even more important to tell them. Thanks for the help.
What?
Here's the link to go leave comments.
How do they think they've invented this stuff?
A shame to not have @Ellen Show reach out to us versus just fully taking it as their own. This happens too often. Whilst the Fine Bros clearly expected support from their audience,
This
calling
makes
out Ellen
no
only gave everyone
sense.
another excuse to clown on them.
Did they actually tweet that? Is that a real tweet? Holy shit. Did they actually tweet that?
Don't own the concept. Anyone can do kids reacting, it's fun and enjoyable.
Yes, Sugma. Ligma.
Jimmy Kimmel has done react videos with kids too. Reactions cannot be patented, that's silly.
Imagine trying
This
to
isn't new
patent
for
them.
They've always been extremely aggressive in taking down smaller channels on YouTube, even with remotely similar concepts.
Hopefully they don't take me down.
They do a good job burying any information about them ever having done it and denying doing so. The difference here is that Ellen is too big for them to bully and lay false DMCA claims against, so they had to try and use their audience to do the dirty work for them. They seem to think they're original when all of their success has come on the back of others. All of this should set a pretty good baseline.
Look at them talking. Are they even brothers? They don't even look alike. Are they? Is that just a name? Is this just their name? Yeah, at least they have confidence. They're really confident. My first reaction video was to cake farts, and I did directly steal the Kids React did a whole series where they reacted to like the Pain Olympics, Mr. Hands, One Man, One Jar, Two Girls, One Cup, cake farts. Best Gore. The Fine Brothers did this thing with kids where they just showed them those videos and they're like, look at this, watch this kid. And then the kids would be like, and they ruin their lives, as you can tell by some of the trajectories of some of the kids on the show. They didn't actually do that. Imagine if they did that though. I was just joking.
Their attempt to trademark the word react was completely and utterly ludicrous. In doing so, they'd lose 500,000 subscribers over the course of a week, at which point the pair began to backpedal heavily.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
Trademarks and applications, discontinued the React World program, as well as released all of their past
Good.
content
All
ID
y'all.
claims, such as
You
the takedown of
dipshits.
Still Cosmo Seniors React.
Suck a fart out of my ass.
The pair would upload an apology video in which they stated that the
Oh, look at them. They look so sorry. They also look otherworldly. They look like aliens. They really do. They look like they landed on a ship and they're just like really sorry. They're just very apologetic aliens. The most apologetic aliens of all time because they accidentally overstep their bounds in what's logical and reasonable and how to live in the public square of YouTube. They just kind of f***ed it up.
Series on YouTube and was rather to trademark their very specific reaction style.
We were never trying to say that every video where someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control.
Seems like that's what you're saying.
The React format, we only meant our specific series, not the overall genre of reaction videos. We do not own the genre.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Some clear mistakes can be observed within the Fine Bros
Oh,
video,
okay,
which
that
would
makes
only
sense.
contribute to their decline. Firstly, they failed to keep their cool and instead responded to the audience with an angry, emotional temperament.
Oh,
Just
that makes
because
sense.
we
Okay.
have or might get trademarks doesn't mean we're going to run around and start taking down videos.
They literally said all these things though. I mean, that was like they got mad at Ellen DeGeneres.
LMFAO, how is this an apology? They were literally just yelling at us and acting like we're idiots. I forget how pissy they looked in this. If you're making an apology for doing something
They do
shitty,
look really
maybe it's
pissy.
not the best idea to be visibly fuming at everyone for having foiled your scheme.
True.
Now, it's understandable
They do look
as
like
to why the pair were a little volatile. They lost 500,000
Damn, that was
subscribers
epic.
in a week and had negative news article after negative news article, which is something that none of us have experienced, so maybe we're not even in a position to comment on this.
Ask PewDiePie, Sonny. I'm sure he'd be happy to ask you what it's like to have terrible news articles. But he did a good job apologizing though, and also didn't do anything wrong really, except for say a bad word, which was wrong.
Her emotional response did nothing but display how much the drama had gotten to them, and when you combine this with their massive backpedal of apologizing and promising to throw out the React World,
it looks like they just need to drop dookies.
It displayed this kind of pathetic subservience to their fan base, or simply put, they made it obvious that they cared way too much, which would prove to be the ultimate detriment after the real drama began in mid-2020.
I haven't even thought about these guys in years, and this happened in 2020. Their main downfall, 2020. I thought they were already dead. For all I cared, I thought they was sleeping with the fishies. I thought everyone had middle fingered them already.
At this point in time, specifically the 4th of June 2020, the Finebros had chosen to involve themselves in the Black Lives Matter movement by uploading a video simply titled This Is My Story, which contained an introductory message reading, in support of hashtag Black Lives Matter and the social unrest in America surrounding the killing of George Floyd and countless injustices against people of color, we asked our reactors if they would be willing to share their own stories of being black in America. They did.
How did they f this up?
Thank you for listening, the FBE team, clearly aligning themselves and their entire brand as allies of the movement.
Right.
Yet, opting into the game of politics turned out to be an incredibly dumb decision for the Fine Brothers, because only a week after posting the video in support of Black Lives Matter, their audience would dig up a video from 2009 in which Benny Fine had done blackface.
2009. Imagine doing blackface in 2009, dude. It really is not that hard to not be racist. It's also not that hard to be racist, to be honest with you. But it's also even easier to just not be racist. I mean, if you did it in the 90s, you can become the Prime Minister of Canada. But if you did this, then your channel's dead, bro. 2009. I promise you guys will never see me in blackface. Blackface is not racist. I think probably blackface in the context of this is probably considered racist. Me putting a black face mask on my face would not be racist.
Came out stating that rather than being supported, they had actually faced racism while working for the Fine Brothers, one of which discussing their experience in a YouTube video.
So many former staff members and cast members have bravely spoken out and reached out to me privately about how they were mistreated during their time at the company.
Oh my God.
People of color and or women, and other people who have witnessed.
How did I not hear about this?
Posted such as this one by Insider, which stated that within Fine Brothers Entertainment, Brooklyn Fenton, a former reactor,
yeah, it's all about intent,
said she was told at times that having a reactor with lighter skin on the left of the thumbnail, where viewers would tend to see them first, appeals to the fans. 6 sources told Insider that they were sometimes told to put a person with a lighter skin tone on the left.
She literally told them to put white people? I mean, that's crazy. Do you be not racist, or do you try to maximize your return? They're trying to maximize their returns.
And several other former employees said publicly on Twitter that this had happened to them.
They just put only white people? That's so fucked up, dude. How the fuck did they do that? They are so it's kind of understandable if your audience is mainly white, but it's really tone deaf. I don't know, man. Does having a mainly white audience mean your videos have to have white people in them only to appeal to them more so? That doesn't really make that much sense to me.
The Fine Brothers would release a classic spineless loser apology stating, over the past decade, FBE has tried to use our platform as
this is a terrible apology.
Making videos to speak out against racism,
buzzwords,
thought that creating content at our company to help in the fight against many different kinds of discrimination was enough to make amends. It is clear to us that we should have done
meaningless.
more.
I don't think they're racist, by the way. I don't think this is racist necessarily. But I think they're really stupid, and I think they're ignorant, and I don't think they're good people. If I ever apologize like this, know that I don't mean it, okay?
The ways in which the Fine Brothers were mistreating their employees eventually went deeper.
Check the numbers, yo. Kids react, teens react, fell off, fuck the Fine Bros.
Were you on Teens React too? Wait, can you come?
We were just cringed and wouldn't let us speak our mind on a show about speaking our mind.
They were on our fucking and balls, bro.
Those are different allegations. Holy shit.
They'd ask questions that were like pointing you towards the direction of a certain
loaded
answer.
questions.
They would then go on to discuss one of the most iconic reactors of Kids and Teens React, Leah Marie Johnson.
Well, I had such a huge crush on the blonde one. You know
yeah, she's
who
not
I'm
doing
talking
well.
about.
Marie Johnson? She's like in her head stage right now.
Is she really?
Wow, very well said.
Because like she'll just randomly go live and like she's in like a house and it's it's kind of fire, bro.
It's kind of fire, bro, yeah. It's kind of fire, bro, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is totally fire, bro.
It's hardly surprising either. It's not like they were learning any skills by reacting to videos for the
It's sad. This is really sad. Her story is really sad, to be honest with you.
As a result of all the controversy over a 6-month time period, the Fine Bros went from an average of around 100 million views per month to only 30 million per month before announcing that 17 staff members had been laid off. The Fine Bros would then rebrand themselves from Fine Brothers Entertainment to React.
She's dead?
Okay.
No way, she's not dead. Don't be spreading rumors. She's doing better. Is she dead or is she doing better? She's not dead. No way. Don't be saying she's dead.
The former CEO of React Media would leave the Fine Brothers to work for Mr. Beast, who now makes infinitely better reaction content than the Fine Brothers ever could.
True, I guess.
Citing that they plan on stepping away to finally spend some quality time with our family, and the two have been silent on all social media since selling the channel.
Good. They deserve it. They're not that good of people.